It was clear that in the current arc of the Darth Vader comic series, with a name like Fortress Vader, we were going to see some connections between Vader and his castle on Mustafar. But yesterday's new issue number 20 showed not only how Vader came to garner control of the planet that saw his greatest defeat, but how a reward from Sidious may have motivated his decision. In this video expose, I will describe how Vader was awarded Padme's Naboo royal starship by Sidious and how this caused him to demand his own world in Mustafar. Having been brought before the Emperor to answer for the devastation he caused on Coruscant in attempting to eliminate 2 Inquisitors, Vader argued to his master that they were traitors, with one of them attempting to build a coalition to challenge the Sith Lords. Although Sidious wasn't completely mournful for the loss of 2 Inquisitors, what upset him the most was the fact that the chase that erupted caused a tremendous amount of damage to Coruscant. Sidious was clear to Vader that if it appeared he couldn't maintain order even on Coruscant, whispers would begin to suggest Sidious couldn't maintain order anywhere. Therefore, Sidious decided that although Vader would continue to oversee the training and instruction of the work of the Inquisitorius, they would have a new base off-planet. But not being too concerned with the Inquisitors at that point, Sidious praised Vader for his hunting down and killing the Jedi Master Eth Koth, as seen in the previous issue. And it wasn't just Vader's work with Koth that pleased his master. Sidious noted that Vader's efforts in hunting down the Jedi survivors of Order 66 had been exceptional, and for that, he would reward him. Taking his apprentice into a large hangar, Sidious and Vader eventually came before a Naboo royal starship, with Sidious asking Vader if he remembered it. Vader confirmed that he did with a simple yes. To drive the point home, and almost to twist the knife a little bit, Sidious confirmed that it was the royal vessel of the lovely Padme Amidala. Although a number of scenes pass with Vader unable to take his eyes off of the starship, Sidious attempted to give Vader his next mission. Recognizing that the death of Eth Koth represented an accomplishment that was as much as they could achieve, with the other survivors having hidden themselves too well, Sidious wanted Vader to travel to Alderaan and persuade Bail Organa that his planet was not immune from the Emperor's will. Shocking to Sidious, Vader outright rejected the mission. Although he confirmed that he did as his master wanted him to in destroying the surviving Jedi, and would do anything else his master required, Vader first wanted to be granted a world of his own. Sidious was not immediately against the idea, and in fact, thought it was good for Vader to have a place to hone his skills and rage, just as Sidious had Coruscant for himself. Knowing Vader would never desire a place that gave him pleasure, the Dark Lord of the Sith suggested Vader be given Naboo, a gesture demonstrating just how high in esteem Sidious held his apprentice, that he would give him his homeworld. Sidious then also suggested that Vader be given Tatooine, allowing him to repay those that caused him so much suffering 1,000 times over. But Vader had an idea of his own. Desiring neither Naboo nor Tatooine, Vader demanded to be given Mustafar, the place of his greatest failure and transformation. It's yet another fascinating issue, and with Sidious and the Grand Inquisitor having now confirmed that their mission to hunt down Jedi survivors has reached a certain point of difficulty, it symbolizes the beginning of a new era for Vader going forward. Clearly, Sidious presenting his apprentice with the Starship of Padme is meant as a way to continue to torture and test Vader with his past. This was also seen within Thrawn Alliances, where Sidious confirms that given Vader's former life as Anakin, the Sith Lord would need to be constantly tested to ensure his loyalty to the dark. This is why he sent Vader to the Outer Rim planet of Batuu, where he had a mission with Padme during the Clone War. Rewarding Vader with something that had such a strong connection to Padme also reminds me of the poem Darth Plagueis recited to Sidious in the Legends novel Darth Plagueis, with the line stating, "Tell me of your greatest fear, so I will know which I must force you to face." Clearly, Sidious has no problem forcing Vader to constantly face that which he fears the most, his former life as Anakin Skywalker, and to test his loyalty. But there might have been some subtle manipulation going on here as well. Having just presented Vader with a flood of memories relating to Padme and his life as Anakin, Sidious then offers him a world in Naboo where he has positive memories of her, and then also Tatooine, a planet where he first met Padme. Instead of these planets, Vader chooses Mustafar, a world upon which he believes he killed her, thereby again demonstrating his loyalty to the dark side. Knowing that Vader will ultimately build his fortress upon the site of an ancient Sith cave on Mustafar, there could be some desire for Vader to go back, having entered the cave once before to bleed his kyber crystal in the construction of his Sith lightsaber. It's a great place to leave the story, and I look forward to seeing Vader's first connections with Mustafar, which will hopefully include Lord Mammon. So there we have it, how Vader was rewarded with Padme's Starship by Sidious and demanded to be given Mustafar. We love making these videos, so why not subscribe for more fun Star Wars theories and discussions? Also, if you enjoyed the video, think about giving a like or leaving a comment. Or perhaps follow us on Twitter at SW Reading Club for updates regarding the channel, or support the channel through Patreon for access to exclusive hangouts and book discussions. If not for me, for attempting to tryst and then having a speeder dropped on your head.